questions on the tables. And if you feel so bold as to ask some of those questions, it would be awesome. If not, you know me, I'll just take over. So, Natalie, please. There's a mic right there. Grab it.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I go to Western New England, and I'm a commuter.
Hi, I'm Steven Torres. I go to Westfield State University, and I'm a commuter.
I'm Tyler Saborin, and I'm a plumbing apprentice. Is this shit on?
Hold on. Hold the phone.
That's stupid.
I don't think it's working.
Hello?
Oh, you gotta talk loud. Talk loud.
Oh,
Come on, Rosie. I know you got it in you.
okay. I'm Rosalind Volbrecht. I'm going to HCC, the A to B program, so I'll be going to Westfield State after.
Okay, so first question on the list. Who wants to take it for me?
I got you, Miss Bearden.
Go, Bree.
Why did you decide to attend the school program?
Okay, so Natalie, why don't you start? We'll start on that end and then we'll go that way.
I didn't really decide like what I want to do. I don't still kind of don't know what I want to do, but like going to this school is kind of helping me decide like more what I want to do.
So basically why I went to this school is because this is like the most scholarships I got in first school. So I had to take the offer on the money, and honestly it's closer, so it's easier too. And I met a whole lot of friends while I was there, so that's good too.
I took this because there's not a lot of plumbers, and this trade isn't going to die, so I'm always going to have a job.
I attended this school and program because college is very expensive. And by going to HCC, I'm literally saving thousands and thousands of dollars.
All right, Rosie, hold on to that mic.
Oh my goodness.
Who's gonna ask number two? Come on. All right, Emma.
What do you like best about your school or program?
I like the bill.
The bill.
I like the bill, and it's 2 days a week for 3 hours.
So Tyler, can you talk a little bit more about what you do, because it's different than what most of them are used to, and I need you to be really loud because I know you can.
Yeah. So you learn about all the stuff in our plumbing code book. You have to do, I think it's 1,600 hours of schooling, and that's like 3 hours of work time. And then you get your plumbing license, and then you can become a journeyman or a master plumber, and you can have other people work for you. That's basically what I'm doing.
What do you like about your program?
Honestly, I like how it's more of a smaller classes. Like you get to have more one-on-one time with your professor. It's a lot easier too. And I like the environment. The people there are just great.
I like the like Steven said, where you're able to like make the connection with your professors in the classrooms. They're always willing to help you regardless of like any question. It could be a stupid question, maybe just you're confused on something. And the environment, like everybody there is so nice. They'll hold the door for you. They'll even like give you praise for something, anything.
Great, thank you. And then I'll just take this part. Is there anything that you have found that you don't like? So go ahead, Natalie. You still have a minute.
I don't really think so at the moment.
Okay.
This is a tough one. I gotta say how much work we have. It's always like extra. I guess.
What extra means to the world, or extra means to
I mean extra like it's overloading, you know? So you'll have like a whole bunch of homework for one class, and then you go to the next and you just have another, and it just keeps racking up. And if you don't get on top of it, it loads on top of you, and it's horrible.
Yeah. I have to say workload too. It's like 50 hours a week average, and then I have to also go to school, so it's pretty.
So you work during the day with a master plumber.
Yeah.
And then you go to school at night.
Yeah.
How many nights a week?
Twice.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you're working 8 hours a day.
Mhm.
And are you getting paid?
Mhm.
Oh, you're getting paid.
All day.
Participating in the program?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rosie.
I guess I don't like the commute, but that's it. It's not even that bad. It's like 15 minutes, but gas is expensive nowadays.
Okay, all right. Who wants to take number 4? Come on, Allison, ask number 4 for me. You made eye contact. First thing to do.
How was your adjustment from high school into the college prep work setting?
Okay, Rosie, so talk about, remember, all these people have had the teachers that you've had. How was your adjustment going from 7:30 to 2 to what your schedule is now? Oh, okay. You don't miss that, do you?
My adjustment was pretty flawless. Obviously, the workload is much more, but if you just stay on top of your stuff, it's fine. It's not that much different.
Yeah, for me it was about the same. I just go to work every day now more. That's about it.
So similar to like what you did in the summer?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wake up late, so I like that. I don't have to wake up. Yeah, I don't have to wake up at 8 in the morning every single day, so I like that.
The adjustment's pretty easy as long as you stay on topic. I know that they give out syllabuses here. That's like the key, most important thing you have to follow, because professors will just like give you work and expect you to know everything without them telling you half the time. Sometimes they'll tell you, but not always. And also, I personally use a planner because it keeps me really organized to know what I have to do, because I'll get lost if I don't.
So talk to me about, I'm gonna ask you to expound on that a little, because my personal experience with my son, I don't know if it happened to other people. Tell me about the syllabus. How do you know when you have a test, when you have a quiz, or when you have a paper due? Do they tell you when you come into class, hey guys? So go ahead, Dan.
So on the syllabus, there's like sections on the syllabus that everybody gets one. It's either you print it out yourself or the professor gives it to you. But if I were you, I'd print one out just to be safe so you have it on you, or look online because they always post it. They always have sections for tests, quizzes, and everything that you're planning on doing through the whole semester. Just make sure that you look at it constantly to know where you are, because half the time the professor will give you like chapters of like what chapters you'll be covering, and you have to look at it to make sure you stay on task.
Steven, anything different you want to add?
No, I agree with that, honestly. Like, your teachers really don't warn you about like quizzes or tests until like either the day before or like if you look for yourself. Like, it's pretty hard. Like, it's mostly like a main like on your own type of thing. So you have to just make sure you're on track of everything, honestly.
I take one test at the end of each tier.
I pretty much do the same thing that Natalie does. At the beginning of every week, I write out what I need to do, and then I'll go through the syllabus, write down all the big tests, and just look at it and reference it.
Dana, why don't you ask question number 5 for me?
Did you feel our classes prepared you for the courses you're taking now?
Yes, I really do, especially statistics with Miss Lewison. I literally have a 98 in my college statistics class, so I'm very happy with how this school helped.
Not really.
I want to agree with not really. I have a lot of like weird classes that I thought I'd never be in, to be honest.
So Steve, could you say it again? I can't hear you.
I'm in a lot of weird classes that I didn't think I was going to be in.
So like, for example, what?
I'm in women and gender studies. It's just talking about feminists. I don't like it. I'm literally like one of the only boys. It's so bad. There's 3 guys in that class, and I'm one of them.
And what did you think it was?
I don't know, not that.
I'm going into the sciences field more specifically, so they did prepare me with the sciences a lot, but they also go more in detail to them.
Okay, so you were in bio-AT last year, right? Did you feel like that was helpful to you?
Not really, because I was struggling in that class because it was online also, and I like the being in person, which is what I miss like when I was a senior. So take it as you can, being in person, because that's what I missed my senior year.
All right, so anything else that we haven't talked about? Were there any surprises that you were like, holy crap, nobody told me that?
The prices for books.
Ooh. Prices are expensive. Books are expensive. Horrible, horrible.
Not really any surprises, honestly. I knew what I was getting into. I just gotta work hard. That's how it is.
So, can I ask you one question, Tyler, while you're there?
Yeah.
Will you continue to get paid more as you go, or is it a flat rate?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you will, okay.
Yep.
I agree with Steven and Natalie. The books are absolutely ridiculous. Like, we all know that people say that college books are expensive. But, for example, I have a forensics lab that I need to buy for next semester, and it's over $200, and that's just one part of everything. It sucks. You gotta save.
So, I know that none of you live on campus, but Stephen, you said you spent a week on campus.
More than a week.
How was it hanging out in the dorm?
Amazing. Amazing. Huh?
No. Not allowed. It's a kid-friendly show.
Well, I mean, we don't do bad stuff in college. Like, we're normal people, but like at the same time, it is a lot of fun meeting new people and just being in the dorms and stuff like that. It's different, you know?
Right, so tell me, like, 11 o'clock at night is probably not quiet, right?
Nah. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Natalie, have you ever stayed in the dorms? You been in the dorms with any of your friends?
I haven't stayed in a dorm, but I have like met a lot of people who dorm, and they said that some of the major issues that I've heard like everybody complain about is roommates. Make sure you find a good roommate, because there's been a lot of people who've been complaining about them. Pretty much if you find a good roommate and you're pretty much like up to what you do, then I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
All right, and I will say that for those of you maybe who have never shared a room with someone, this is the proximity between me. This is about where if you come in my office, that's the size of a room in Western New England. I measured it. So if you come in my office, there's 2 beds, 2 dressers, 2 desks, and 2 people. And that's the size of the room in Western New England. So just think about that. If you've never shared a room before, now all of a sudden you have a whole other person in your life. So when they ask you to fill out those questionnaires, make sure you're filling them out honestly. Not as in how you think somebody, like, so if they ask you if you're a slob, say yes if you're a slob. Because then they'll put you with somebody who has that tendency as well. As opposed to, oh no, I'll say I'm very clean, and then you're the person that's in the room getting mad at you, right? So just keep that in mind. Brandon.
What up?
What up? Why don't you ask question number 10? Oh, okay, well then we won't have you ask question 2. Then why don't you ask question number 11?
Have you needed any extra help? If so, how did you go about getting it?
I haven't really asked for a lot of extra help, but if I definitely need it, the professors are always, they tell you like on the first day or throughout the whole semester, their office is always open. You can email them. We can set up a Zoom. And you can go to like any professor that's like in chemistry or biology. They'll ask you anything. They can help you with anything. There's also on my campus, we have drop-in tutoring for any class you guys are in. For anybody, there are tutors who have been taking this courses, so they understand the struggles you have. There's also a writing center for all those papers. Everybody does not like to write. There's a reading center. There's a science center. There's a lot of things that are there to help you. You have to reach out, because they are not here to sit with you they're not here to hound you. You have to find them.
You summed it all up, honestly.
So Stephen, do your professors tell you their office hours? Like you're not hanging out after school?
No, they tell you every week what their office hours are, when they're free. Like, if you need help with anything, like, you just message them whenever you're free. Like, they get to you as soon as they can.
And their office is not their classroom.
No, it's not.
They have an office that you have to find.
Yeah. And don't be scared to ask for help either, because they're willing to do it. Like, they will work with you.
All right, Tyler, you go.
Have you seen the Binoculus Center on campus yet?
I have, but do you know what they're doing?
No, I don't.
So now they're doing 30 minutes on Zoom and 30 minutes in person. So it's more of like a game you gotta battle with.
Good.
It's kind of hard.
The Center is where you can get extra help.
You can get extra help there too.
Thank you.
Tyler, you're up.
I don't really need any extra help.
Oh yeah. There you go.
I don't really need any extra help. If I have a question, I look in my code book or I talk to my boss. That's really it.
All right, I'm gonna keep putting you on the spot, Tyler. How much of what you do in your classes are you using during the day?
A lot of it's all going over the code book. I use the code book every day. I have it on my phone. It's really easy. I can just go on the plumbing board, find it there. That's really it.
Applied math, unlike some of the courses that you guys get frustrated with. Like, when am I never gonna use this again?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. Rosie?
So, everything that Natalie said is pretty much true for HCC too. We have centers for absolutely everything. I haven't had to utilize them yet, but what I always say, if you pay that amount of money for college, use the whole college. Because if you need help, why not just go get it? I don't know. If you're paying that much, why do you want to fail?
There you go. Okay, Tyler, you said there, yes, you question?
How much time do you spend on homework, and how are you managing your time?
I spend a lot of time on homework and schoolwork and quizzes and exams. I prioritize that over everything else, and it's not that bad. It's stressful, but then I also have to like go to work because I need money. That's the tough part. But besides that, you do what you gotta do.
I have absolutely zero homework.
I don't spend a lot of, well, I didn't spend time at all in the first like month. So that was bad. Just because I was trying to like meet new people, like explore, you know? But now I'm on top of it. My homework's good. I make sure that I do my homework during my school day. So if I don't get it done, I make sure I get it done before like I have to go to work or something like that. So I manage it well.
Spot for a minute when you were spending that month kind of getting to know people and stuff like that. Did it affect your grades?
No, because they let me make it up. So I was lucky with that. But at the same time, I shouldn't have done that. So don't do that, guys. Just do your homework because you don't want to like have it on top of you. It's annoying. Don't be like me.
So what I usually do is I focus on the things that are due like at the end of the day on like on a Monday. Like I focus it day by day. I know that I do spend a lot more times with exams. Since I'm in the science field, there's a lot of exams. They cover many chapters, not like here where they cover like 2. It's usually a whole chapter in a span of like probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and then you have an exam that's on all of that. So you have to study enough to make sure you get the test, because when the test comes, you could blank, there could be things that you don't remember, and then your grade could get affected.
Expect exams on the first week too. That's what
You got
happened
an
to me.
exam on the first week?
Yeah, literally the first week. It was horrible. It was horrible. You weren't doing homework. It was just to
I
get to
know
know
it was
us.
hard because you guys couldn't do a lot of college visits and you had to do a lot of stuff with me. Are you at your first choices? Steven, no?
I wanted to go to the University of Rhode Island, but I ended up at Westfield State.
Okay. And are you okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. All right, is there anything else? Are any of you involved in anything outside? So, Rosalind, you have something exciting that just happened for you. What's that? And I want to know how you got what you got.
Okay, so actually just like a week or so ago, I had an interview with the Belchertown Police Department, and I have an internship for next semester there. So, and how I got it was I was connecting with my criminal justice professor and he's my advisor too. So I was connecting with him constantly and we got me in, so.
So is your advisor like me, but at the college level?
Yes.
Yes.
But he just so happens to be one of my professors too, so it's extra nice.
Okay. Are any of you involved in any extracurricular besides just going to school? Are you involved in any clubs? Anything like that?
So I recently just talked to the football coach at Westfield State, and I got assigned to the team. So I'll be playing football next year.
Football!
I did want to join a club, but at the moment, so my first semester was my learning period. That's where I'm learning to get on top of things. I might join next semester since I know what the workload is, and so.
All right, so after all is said and done, and you've done all the first semester and finals are coming up, is there any advice you would give these seniors for their last 6 months here in the summer before going off to college?
Work hard. Don't give up. Don't say this is your senior year. Like, oh, I don't have to care. They look at your grades for senior year more than your junior year. So please, like, work hard. Don't give up. You have a lot of work ahead of you. I know it's a lot, but, like, work hard.
They look at our senior year?
Yes, they look at your senior year.
I have a letter in my office that says because of how somebody did their senior year, they were put on probation going into their freshman year of college.
Probation.
Yeah, meaning that if they didn't get a certain GPA, they would have been asked to do probation.
Oh.
So they were put on academic probation before they even walked in the door.
Oh, wow. I wanted to make sure I say, learn how to study. Teach yourself how to study. That is one thing you need to do, because if you don't study, you're failing. I promise. I did not study in high school. I do it now, and I wish I would have did it in high school.
If you like money, go to a trade.
My advice would be to get going on your scholarship applications. I kind of delayed that when I was a senior, and it came around and bit me in the butt. So do that. It's important.
Does anybody else have any other questions that we didn't touch upon that you're dying to know? All right, well, thank you, panel. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. You know that if you don't keep them here, you're going back to class, so
Very true.
you better come up with something.
How many schools did you guys apply to?
I applied to 4.
How many?
4. Apply to as many as you can, because you don't know who's going to accept you and who's not. And do it early, too.
I applied to 3. I did not get into one of them. They put me on a waiting list, so that was very disappointing for me. So apply to as many as you can. Even if it's something you don't want to do, just apply for the college, because you might like it eventually, because you never know if the other college will get accepted to it.
There you go, Tyler.
I didn't apply to any schools.
So, but Tyler, did you look at different programs?
Yeah, kinda. I mean,
What is it about the program that you like the most?
it's cheaper, and it's in Chicopee. So the next one over is in Shrewsbury, so I don't really want to drive all the way out there.
I applied to one school because application fees are expensive, and ATC has a 100% acceptance rate.
Any other questions? Do I see a hand over there in the corner? No, you're just stretching.
Hurry
Anybody
up.
else?
Hurry up before you go back to class.
College visits. Were they helpful?
Me? Oh, thanks, Tyler. Honestly, if you're thinking about going to the school and you visit it, it gives you like a better feel for like the first day. So like when you go there, you'll be like, oh, I remember this from the visit. Oh, I remember seeing this. It helps a little bit.
It was really hard because of COVID, because we were in the middle of the pandemic. But eventually I did find a slot for me to visit Western New England, and that's when I felt like that was my second home, because it's like a small school. It looks small, but there's a lot of kids, especially in my freshman incoming class. There's a lot. I visited and I felt at home. So if you can visit as much as visit as many colleges that you want to see, so you experience it. The best time is probably when no one's on vacation, because then people are there and you can see how it is.
I mean, you get to do more. You get to see a lot more too.
I don't have anything to say.
Huh?
Anybody else? How do you make friends in college? Or, Tyler, how do you make friends with the kids in your program?
I don't make friends.
Yeah, you don't really need friends. You just make friends with your work buddies. That's about it.
I made mad friends on the first day. I'm not even gonna lie to you. First day of school, I met a best friend. It was weird. Like, we just clicked. It was cool. And then from there on out, we just hung out, and then we found more people. And then, yeah.
I like first sight. I like that.
Yeah, we were in the same class, yes. But then after school was over, we went through, like, dorms, meeting people, making friends. Yeah.
Even I like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Inspiring.
So for me in the beginning, it was difficult because it's like a transition coming in. But start making friends with people in your classes, because you're probably going to see those people in many of your classes. Since my major is kind of almost the same as others, I'm like with a lot of the same people in the sciences. So if you can, make friends with them, spend time with them studying. There's like many study sessions you can do and projects together and stuff like that.
Do any of you have study groups or getting together with people for study groups? You do?
Yeah.
Is that helpful?
It's very helpful. What I do usually is that every class I had, I made like a couple of friends. So like I had like a little bit of a group almost, and we made a group chat and we just started like helping each other on homework and like studying and stuff like that. So it is helpful, yeah.
Okay, Ari's got a question. Go, Ari.
Is there any like long-term COVID changes in like online for your class being online?
So it depends. For my school, we're all almost in person. It depends on the professor, because there is a class that I was applying for next semester that was going to be hybrid. It was going to be one day in person, one day online. So look at how your colleges do it, because I'm someone who wants to be in person, because I struggle with sciences. If you don't feel like you're going to be struggling, you can do hybrid. It depends on who you are as a studier.
Basically, Westfield State is just all in person. Basically, it's all in person. The only time we had Zoom was this week because of like Thanksgiving. Everyone went home or like went on vacation and stuff like that. But mostly, it's all in person. And if it's not, like the professor will let you know that it will be on Zoom or something like that.
I still do classes in school because it's only for 2 hours, 3 hours a day. So no need for Zoom.
With HCC, they have it very clearly written out what's on campus and what's on Zoom and then what's completely remote. So it's up to you to choose what you want. They're not making you do nothing.
How do you choose your classes?
Degreeworks.com. You gotta do it all yourself. It sucks. Anything that's in red, you need.
So they tell you what you have to pick, but how do you choose? So criminal justice. There's 6 different sections of it. How do you choose your classes?
You just gotta make sure it fits in with your other classes. You gotta start somewhere, and it's like a big puzzle. You gotta make sure you can make it to campus on this time, and make sure you can make it to the other class. If it's on Zoom, you gotta be. It's all up to you. Obviously, there's people to help, but.
Do you do it online?
Yeah.
In person? You do it online.
Online, but if you want your advisor to help you, they will. It's very simple.
Steven, is your process any different?
Basically, your advisor helps you with it. So they ask you like, what do you like for classes? So like, usually they do gen eds. If you don't know your major, they'll do your gen eds first. The gen eds are basically like what I have: the women, gender studies, math, like stuff like that, psychology. But if you know your major, they'll put you in like with your major classes. So like you'll be doing stuff that you're gonna be needing like in the future.
So if you have an English class that you have to take, you can pick what time, right?
Yeah, but you have to make sure it fits with your schedule. That's why your advisor's there to help you.
Nobody's telling you have to be in school at 8 a.m.
No, it's on your own. If you miss that class, you miss that class. Like that's on you.
So my first semester, I did not get to choose. They choose for you. And then your second semester, you choose, but you have to work it around how you want to be there, how long you want to be there. If I personally was you, if you have to take English, work it around English, because English, you want to finish your semesters. You don't want to have it with freshmen who are incoming, so.
You have 2 English classes you have to take, right?
Yes.
Get them out of the way. Any other questions?
Start asking.
Oh, there she is. Go, Paige.
How is dealing with like college workload and then having time to see family?
It's kind of difficult, but so I live with my family, and then days that I have short classes, like I have one class on a Thursday, I try to do as much schoolwork as I can so that I can spend with them more, like when I have time, like on the weekends. Sometimes when I'm done with like my schoolwork, I try to spend time with them. Or especially like during the holidays, spending time with them is a good one. Birthdays, anytime when you have a free time, especially when you go on break, that's a really good time to spend with them.
I agree. I don't even know what else to say to that.
Anybody else? No?
That's good.
You all live in Home, so you see them, right?
Yeah.
How is that different with maybe what it would have been like, I don't know, if any of you had curfew? But how is it different now, especially you, Tyler, going all, Tyler, what's that, Tyler? Steven, with you going all the way to Westfield, so what's that, half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on the day?
20 minutes if I'm driving.
Okay, 20 minutes.
I'm just kidding. 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 No, it is 30. I'm just kidding. It's only 30 minutes. It's not bad.
How is the balance of you're still a kid with your parents and you're a college kid with independence?
That was weird for me. So basically, when I was a senior, my curfew was 10. And I always had to be home for 10. And then my mom, I don't know what happened. Weirdest thing. It just like I turned 18, I went into college, and she was just like, you don't even have a curfew anymore. Like you're in college, like you're on your own. So it was more like I was adapting to adult life more than anything. Huh?
What was the question again?
How's the relationship with your parents, curfews, after college?
Oh, well, you know our situation. Yeah, and my mother is completely fine with anything, so.
I got one.
So last year, when you guys were applying to colleges, you had these expectations in mind of what this year would look like. Is it what you expected, or is it different?
It's what I expected. It's a little bit, yeah. I like it, especially next semester. They're really pushing more for on campus, so I'm excited for that. But I was expecting, to have Zooms because COVID. It's nothing that we could get away from, but it's starting to go away, so.
Yeah, it's about what I expected.
Yeah, I say I expected it, yeah.
I pretty much expected when I applied, so.